Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys a little makeup tutorial look, and it's going to be Christmas themed in honor of it because I love it and it's literally around the corner, so I'm so excited. So I already did my eyebrows off camera, but I'm going to show you guys the products that I use. I do my eyebrows every day, so if you guys would like a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, just let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I use. So I use the Morphe one, and it's Java. It's a pomade. I love this color. It comes with the brush, so this is the brush I use. And the concealer I use Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20 Sand Sable. And as you can see, I'm almost out, but I use this as my concealer. For my concealing brush, Jeffree Star times Morphe JS11 brush to conceal. I love this brush. It's so thin and it helps me shape them how I want to. So that's enough of my eyebrows. So for today's look, I'm using two palettes and they are both from Morphe. I love Morphe. First one is of course the James Charles one. This is one of my favorite palettes I use. Doesn't it look so pretty? I love all the colors that it has. The other palette, we're going to be using this one. Hit the Lights from Morphe as well. This is the second palette. Pretty. And those are the two palettes I'm going to be using for this video. Before I start, I'm going to grab my hair back because I just don't want it to be in my face. The first thing I'm going to do is grab my concealer, and I'm going to put some concealer on my eyelid, my beauty blender, and start tapping it in my eyelid very gently. Before I start digging into the palettes, I'm actually going to show you guys the brushes that I'm going to use. Jeffree Star is Morphe. So for the first palette, I'm going to use Hit the Light shade My Type. And I'm going to start applying it on the top of my eyelid without pressing too much, or else the color will be too dark for my eyes. And that's what I don't want. I'm going to go ahead and use my James Charles palette in the shade You're Kidding. Tap a little bit and try to blend My Type with You're Kidding. Slowly but surely it will blend, but you need patience and keep moving your brush and don't get tired of blending. You're going to keep blending that color and try to make like an arc on your eyelid. I'm digging into the palette so I can get more of the color in my eyelid. I'm going to add a little bit more of My Type on top of You're Kidding. I'm going to go into my James Charles palette again and use the shade Mary, blending it with You're Kidding right in the middle of my eyelid. Then I'm going to go in the shade Tune and try to really apply it on the side of the colors that I already did. I'm going to try and do like an ombre on the side of my eye to make it not look like it's just very tacky and just one color. This will give it a kind of ombre look. Next, I'm going to use this white concealer to do a cut crease. And I'm going to use a flat brush to work with the product and do the shape that I want. In this case, I'm going to do like an arc under the other eyeshadows. Spray some Morphe setting spray on the brush that I'm going to use to add the shimmer Magic Hour, and it's in the palette Hit the Lights. And I'm just going to add some on the top of the shape of my cut crease. Next, I'm going to apply the color Go All Out. This is a really nice red, but I love it because I want my cut crease to really be out there. So this will help kind of shape it even more. Then I'm going to add a setting spray to my brush, and I'm going to add a new color, which is called Glow Show from the palette Hit the Lights. Adding some on both, but without leaving out the part where I do the shape, the arc under my other eyeshadows. This is the reason why I do foundation last, because my eyeshadow gets everywhere sometimes. Alright, that's going to be all for my eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on. Face primer. Now for foundation, I used Born This Way by Too Faced in the shade Natural Beige. So I'm going to start spreading it all over my cheeks and start. I'm going to conceal my face with the concealer by Maybelline, and it's in the shade Sand Sable, shade 20. For contouring, I'm using Butter Bronzer, and I'm using Luxie Brush 512. It's a small contouring brush. And for powder, I'm using the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I'm using another beauty blender that's just for powder. There's a lot of people that don't use this powder just because it can make your face look really white, but it depends on how much you add and how much you work with it with your bronzer. But yes, be careful when using this powder. So this is the powder I use. I put it on my places where I tend to crease a little bit more, put some on my nose to make it look a little bit smaller. Now for eyeliner, I use the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. For lashes, I'm going to use these Lashaholics. They're named Instaglam. Redo. I'm going to use my Luxie brush again and start taking off the powder with my bronzer and adding a little bit of product and contouring just a little bit more. For my bottom eyelashes, I'm going to use this telescopic mascara from L'Oreal. Now after, I'm going to go in and grab a black pencil and draw a line on my waterline. I like how this looks because it makes my eyes a little bit bigger and it makes my eyes really pop out. And then for blush, I'm going to use this shade called Monarch by Tarte. Now for my lipstick, I'm going to use two shades. This one that I'm applying right now, it's a nude and it's in the shade Comet from Morphe. And this red one is from ColourPop and it's called Trust Me. And I apply it in the middle of my lips. Then I go ahead and on top of the lipstick, I add a lip gloss, and this is also from Morphe and it's in the shade Tipsy. This time I'm going to use my Morphe setting spray, and I'm going to use the Bretman Rock palette for my highlighter. I'm using the shade Vacation on the palette. So I do one side of my face first and then the other. And I add a little bit on my nose. Then I add one last spray of setting spray and I'm all done. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you guys, like I said, wanted to see how I do my eyebrows in a separate video, let me know. DM me on my Instagram. It's gonna be right here. And I will see you guys on the next. Bye. Merry Christmas.